Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 46 of Direwolf20's Server Play series. Just spending a little time in single player testing out my plans for my BlazeFarm. I think I've got a good one set up. Hanging out with Player and Neptune and Tema and the one and only Mr. Slowpoke has joined us. What is going on, buddy?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how you doing?
Very well, man, very well.
Yeah, what's new and exciting?
Lots and lots and lots of testing of packs and things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Getting ready for Christmas.
Nice.
Could be awesome. I don't know, it might have been Christmas already by the time this gets out there, will it?
That's actually a good question. I don't even know. I'd have to look at my backlog and see where I'm at.
So if it is, in which case, I wish everybody who is watching this video a Merry Christmas.
Cool.
I hope you had a good one, or I hope you're going to have a good one.
Yes, I hope something happened well with Christmas. I don't know if I'm going to do like a Christmas video or not. I probably kind of should.
You didn't think about that, did you?
Well, you know what? Sometimes I think about it, and I'm like, I don't even know what I could do that would be good. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to come up with like a good idea for that kind of thing.
I took a proper look for the first time last night of your amazing Christmas tree.
Did you like it?
Amazing. Like,
yeah.
Staggeringly good.
Nice.
Yes. And the little train, playing the little song.
I was quite proud of it, I won't lie.
I bet you were.
Yeah. Well, it was fun. We were like, when we were building it, it was just like Aurelian coming up with most of the ideas, and then me just like, all right, here's how we can do that.
Yeah.
The best part was the music. I was like, I can't think of a good way to do this. And then I found Steve's cart's music cart, and I was like, this is perfect and exactly going to work.
So how's the single player coming along?
It's coming along great, dude. It really is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You enjoying being back in the single player world again?
Yeah, I definitely am.
I know the viewers are certainly enjoying it. I've been watching the viewing figures on it going up and up and up and up. So
yeah, I think they are. I think it's definitely coming along nicely. I'm definitely going to need some more spool of wire here.
What are you working on at the moment?
I'm making a BlazeFarm on Forgecraft2. Why don't you log in and hang out with me?
Because I have literally got like a 2-inch stack of paper in front of me.
Mr. Slowpoke, look at you.
I sometimes have to work.
You're a busy guy, what can I say?
I am at the moment. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah?
But good crazy, if that makes sense. It's good.
Oh, of course it makes sense now.
Yeah. Nice to be doing good things for a change.
Is this not going to be long enough reach here? Am I hitting the maximum on this range? I might be.
I'll be right back.
Okay, buddy. How about over here? Can I hit this thing? Yeah, that works. Maybe I should hook these guys up to this. And set them to be not white, but purple. That might be a good plan. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to change you to match over to here. Hopefully all these can reach from this range, but I'm going to assume that it can. Alright, let me get the rest of these set up and I'll be back. Okay guys, we're back and I think I've got this ready to go. So first lever here closes the panel versus opens it. Second one turns on and off the spawner, and third one will allow the water to flow. So what I'm thinking is we just have some water source blocks back here. So I'm only going to need about 5 of those, and then we should be in good shape. So let's see what this is going to look like. I'm going to want that, but I'm thinking I might even want to switch out these levers, because I'm getting tired of levers. I use them a lot, don't I? Let's check out switches. Switches sounds like a good time. So there's 4 different types of switches, but they're purely aesthetic in nature. So you don't have to worry about actually, which material make it out of. If you want them to look blue, you can craft them out of diamonds, and if you want them to look green, you can make them out of emeralds. But you know me, I'm not an aesthetic kind of person. I am a... what's cheap? Oh, iron's cheap. Okay, works for me. Switches are basically buttons that act like levers. Courtesy of Marathi. Cool. I like it. Okay, let me get some water, and then we'll be in good shape. So what are you guys all up to?
Not a lot.
At the moment, I am making a TNT production facility in preparation for the reset.
Yeah, sounds like we've only got a few episodes left here before we have to reset the server, huh?
Yeah, I'll be sad to see it go.
Yeah.
I'll have to turn Dog loose in your base.
No! I will kill Dog. Mark my words. If he shows up in my base, he's a dead man.
Would you really do that, though, Dan?
Would I really kill the thing that's trying to kill me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I would kill the thing.
Cute.
He's got these big puppy dog eyes.
I know.
He's a killer.
He's a killer of direwolves.
Yeah, and I'm a direwolf. Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. I thought water would flow further than that. That's a little shorter than I expected it to be. Is that really 8 blocks already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess it is. Wow. Alright. So, do I want to bring that up a little bit? I might need to bring that forward some. I probably should have planned that out a little bit better. I didn't really plan that out too good, did I? Yeah. Alright. Let me move this, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, let's see how this works out. So, hey Creeper. How you doing? Perfect, right? Totally. I like it. The only thing is, do I want to move this? Who knows vanilla spawn mechanics pretty good?
Decently.
If the spawner's like up against a back wall and there's nowhere for it to spawn behind the spawner, like, will it spawn more often if it's got more room around it, or will it spawn equally as often but just put them all in front?
No, if it has more room, it'll spawn faster.
Okay, so I should bring this forward some then.
I say that with confidence, because I have confidence that I know for a fact that that is true.
Nice.
I'm totally not bluffing.
Good to know.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. At least it was at the last time I checked. The code they may have changed. I don't
Right.
know we've changed now.
Understood, I believe you. In fairness, this probably doesn't need a separate bus now, but that's okay. It'll do. Excellent. Blaze rods.
He's right there, by the way.
What's that?
It is faster.
It is faster.
Yeah, because it does a calculation for every block that has the ability to spawn the creature. It does the calculation each time. So
Yep.
it's like a random chance on each block, and it resets each time it goes through that block or something.
I gotcha. So there's one thing I want to do, and that's make sure that they don't spawn above this little room here. I don't think they would. Do you know like what kind of range they have spawning above the spawner?
It's a couple of blocks, but it's not very 1 or 2.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this up a little
But it
bit.
can spawn above. if you're not careful. So
Right. So that's what I'm thinking is I don't want it to spawn up here, basically. So if I bring this up a little bit, we'll be in good shape.
If we do, remember the never spawners. Is it not the head of the creature can spawn 2 blocks above the spawner? So the feet can spawn 1 block above the spawner, and then the head 1 block above that. So if you put blocks 2 over the spawner, then that's enough. If I remember rightly.
You just said a whole bunch of words.
Ah, okay.
I'm just going to make it flush with my ceiling here, and that should be plenty, I would think.
Was it really that bad, that bunch of words?
It wasn't what I would call clear.
Okay, so the Y level that the spawner is on.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you've got the Y level above the spawner is the highest that the feet of a mob can spawn.
Okay.
So if you put a layer of blocks 2 layers above the spawner, then they can only spawn in line with the spawner at the highest.
Cool.
As far as I'm aware. Does that make any more sense, or is it still just a bunch of words?
It's not terrible, I'll give you that much. Well, I've got a bit of a blaze spawner going on here. Thinking what I probably want next is to determine if item ducts can work with vacuum hoppers. Hopper, obsidian, ender pearl. I don't know if I need a chest in between or not, but we'll find out. We'll see if they can insert directly into item ducts. You know what? Item ducts should be able to pull out of the vacuum hopper, because the vacuum hopper has its own little internal inventory going on. So let's make this happen. I heard the creeper. It's the blue one that's been stalking me for the last 10 minutes. He certainly did scare me, though. So first off, let's see if this actually sucks items up the way I want it to. I might add computers to this thing, too. We'll see. But for now, I think we're in good shape.
I'm really starting to get excited about 1.7.
Oh, yeah? You and me
Yeah.
both, buddy.
Some of the things that it's starting to become apparent it's going to be very easy in 1.7, I believe.
Yeah.
Fighting times ahead.
Yeah, no, 1.7 is going to be very cool.
For anybody who's ever worried about Minecraft dying.
The only thing is it's going to take a while to get there, but it's
Yeah.
definitely going to be cool.
Yeah, it is going to take a while. But it'll be a while, it's worth it.
Yes, a while, but worth it. That's probably a good way to put it. Cool. Alright, those guys are working. Let's...
It's not like we haven't had good training in these things. This is like the 4th while it's up to now.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's okay, though. So this should be able to pull items out. Tiny bird time. Tiny bird is the best. Have you played much with Morph?
No, I just had to be able to set up a second.
I was asking, have you played much with Morph? Did I offset these guys, really?
With more?
Yeah.
Yes, I played a fair amount with it.
It's great, isn't it?
OP to hell.
Yeah, but it's great.
What in particular is great?
The ability to be in a 1x1 block space is...
Bats again.
What?
Bats.
No, not necessarily bats. I usually use tiny birds. Again, they can also fly, though, I guess, if that's your complaint, but...
When that's sorted out, I'll have... do you know what? I complain about it, and yet I'm the first to use it.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're slowpoke.
I still
You're like the
use
biggest
bat.
cheater I know.
I am not.
Yeah.
Next to you, maybe.
Right, yeah, no, clearly next to me, like, we're not.
Yeah, I mean, you are the biggest cheater, but I suppose maybe. Do you not know yourself? There's a Freudian thing here. Wow.
Okay, so this should work, right? So in theory, I should be able to pull items out of the vacuum hopper with the item duct, I would think. Might need to do a little configuration of it, but I'm going to assume it's going to work instead of testing it. I'm probably going to eat those words in about a minute, but...
Did you say you're going to make an assumption?
Yeah, I know. I'm assuming this is going to work without actually testing it. I rarely do that, but, I mean, what the heck, right? Let's live dangerously.
I thought you were the guy who tested it.
Well, I'm testing it on camera.
Okay.
How's that?
I could think of worse places to test it.
Yeah, I should have installed a crafting station here. I didn't expect to be doing all this crafting in this room, but
Wow,
I'll upgrade it in a minute.
Don't you just hate it when you find what looks to be a complicated wire and you have no idea what it's for? I have no idea what you are.
There we go. Okay. Barrel can go here. I think that'll insert into the back, so that should be good. So I think what I want to do is, so we've got this nifty thing here. Can I activate that and it'll start dumping items into it? Alright, so that activated some kind of connection, but I might need to get the pneumatic servo thing and actually start pulling items out. Hey, there we go. Cool. Do blaze rods like not drop if you kill them with water?
Are they not?
They used to, didn't they? Or am I out of my mind? Could have sworn they did.
Me too.
So either I'm extremely unlucky, or this is not working.
I can't imagine you would be this unlucky on this game.
Alright, YouTube, we'll be back in a few minutes once we let this run for a little bit and see what happens. Okay, guys, I think I have a neat idea. I'm going to make a few autonomous activators, 5 of them, and I'm going to make, over here, where's my division sigil? Where is my division sigil? That's a good question. Division sigil? Oh, division sigil. I bet I lent it to Soren. Oh no, there it is. Found it. Okay. Dividing by diamond. Ready. Been a while since I've had to do this. Dividing by diamond. 1, 2. Stick.
Not gonna lie, but I am hoping that you fail.
I bet you are. Oh, that was a close one. I'm doing this on camera so that if I do fail, they get to see it.
Totally not trying to distract you, Direwolf.
Yeah, I know.
Just stay concentrated.
There we go. I mean, swords are not that hard to make, really.
Oh.
It's not like I'm making the blocks, which are hard to make, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Alright. Oh, that's not right. This. And that's 5 swords. Cool. The reason I'm doing this is, as I understand it, these won't take damage, you said? When I kill things with them?
Yes, they're infinite.
Oh, that's
Because
what I'm
you've
talking
divided
about.
by diamond.
Yay! Alright, back in a moment to set this up. Okay guys, so let's give this a shot. Here goes nothing. That's all probably gonna get sucked into there. That's okay, no big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these autonomous activators are going to be enabled when they're not receiving a redstone signal, and you can see that they're working right now. I'm going to set them to left click whatever's in their inventory. And I'm going to put into their inventory the etheric swords that I just made. Why'd I go with etheric swords? Well, they don't have any durability, so they should last forever. You know, I don't like to have to come back here and replace swords every time they break, right? So that should be good. So the water is going to push them forward and weaken them. Then when they get down to the autonomous activator, they will get killed by the sword, hopefully causing them to drop an item, because I'm pretty sure the autonomous activator simulates a player. Right? What do you think?
Should work. I have no idea though, I've never tried this.
Neither have I, but we're about to find out what happens. This is going to be funny. If this works, I'll be happy. Oh, you know what? The autonomous activators are disabled when the thing's up. So it's working. Except when the redstone signal's traveling through the block. Ah, and yeah, that's happening. Come on. Get hit by the thingy. Alright, close enough. Seems to be working to me. Alright, so let me get down there and make it so that... Because if you look, see how the things are moving? Let's turn you off, too. Careful, you don't want to get hit by that. I suspect that hurts quite a bit. Well, it's not too bad for me, but I've got really good armor on, so...
I don't think it does any damage to me.
I really have to label these signs and stuff, because I keep forgetting which button's which. So yeah, when the redstone signal goes on, it disables the activators. I really want them to be there next to the...
Well, you can just tell them to require a high signal.
Yeah, that's probably a really simple solution. That's a good idea. I was thinking about having them be on separate levers, but that's cool. You know why? Because that actually works really well. Because when I have this open, I don't want them to get killed automatically. I want them to get sucked into what's going to be the dark nexus right here. So that's actually a really good idea. You can tell I'm tired. It's late.
Yeah, it's 4:15 where I am.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see what happens now. Hopefully these things do get hit by the swords and we see some action here. I'm pretty sure I saw it working, but just want to confirm it, you know. Yeah, I'm wondering if because the water block's there, it's interfering with it.
You may want to set them to aim high.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll work based on its orientation. Also, is the server crashing or is it just me?
No.
Oh, okay. Then it's just probably lag on my part. So I'm guessing nothing worked there. I might need to move the water back one block, which is actually not too hard to do. I'm suspecting if I do that, it'll actually work pretty well. Come on. There we go. See, he's taking damage from the autonomous activators. There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably the route I want to take. Move the water block back one. Let's do that now. Oh yeah, I should turn that off, huh? There we go. I'm definitely getting some lag. I don't know if it's just me or are you getting it too? Hello there.
Not really noticing anything.
Okay. Then maybe it's just me. Okay, so I just wanted to move this back one block, and then it'll push them on top of the activators, and then I think we'll be golden. Does that all look good? Yeah. Alright, here we go. Final test. You've got a torch in you, you've got nothing, so you're good. So let's turn them all on. Here goes nothing. This should work now. And I'll fix the back wall in a minute, just to make it all look nice. This is the part where you spawn a blaze for me. There we go. Nice. See? Pushed him right on top of the activator. He got stuck there. Nowhere to go. Perfect. The nice thing is that even drops experience orbs. So if I wanted to, I could probably have a couple experience collectors going on too. You know, these the vacuum hoppers can collect experience, I believe.
Yep.
Maybe I should set that up. Do I have tanks? Yeah. Let's get a... Maybe I want to pump it into a drum. I'm thinking drums of experience might be a good plan. What do you think?
We've got quite a lot of experience. But yeah, I think a drum should be fine.
Maybe I'll set up a portable tank for now just to get the basics going, and then I'll work on a drum maybe a little bit later. I'm guessing the experience can be stored. It's just a generic liquid, right? There's nothing special about it?
Yeah. Completely generic liquid.
So it can be stored in any liquid container.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. So this is all working well? Nice. So if I were to, for example, want experience collected here, all I would have to do is XP output. Let's put it on the bottom, maybe? And if I activate the XP output, will it just automatically start sucking up experience? I'm thinking it is now, right?
Yep.
Cool. Nice.
If you look in the vacuum
Yeah.
hopper, there's a little green bar.
Awesome. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to enable the other one too. Okay. Vacuum hopper. Experience output will be on the bottom. Sweet. Okay. So what I want to do now, let's close this up, and I'll be back in a second, guys. Alright, so what I'm thinking here, guys, is pretty simple. Let's do this, this, this. Actually, I'm not sure if I can pump into the bottom. Can I pump into the bottom of this thing? Let's find out. I guess I can. Cool. Well, that was easy. And then I can cover this, and I wanted to see if it appears not to be a multi-part. Okay, that's fine. But what we can cover up is the back here, I believe. So at least when we're looking at it from the inside, it's a little bit cool looking, and it doesn't show the outside walls. So that's okay. Okay, and then we want this guy. Let's do it like so. Let's do it on this side. Cool. And let this connect straight across to here. So any experience that this one collects will go into here. And that should be some experience collection. Awesome. Alright, one other thing I think I'd like to try, suggested by Tema, and I think I'm going to go for it. I'll be back in a sec. Well guys, we were thinking about enchanting our swords, but it doesn't look like it's working, so Tema's checking that, because he was pretty sure that that was possible. But it's not working, so we'll put these in here for now. If I wanted to, I could probably enchant another sword, and I'm suspecting that it would work. But it's all good. Cool. So we've got all this stuff running. Everything looks cool. Looks good. I can probably cover up a few holes here. We're collecting liquid experience. I might turn that into a drum or maybe pump it out. I don't know. We'll figure something out with it. So turn that on, turn the spawner on, and close the door. And again, if we have a dark nexus here, which I think I still have enough room for. Yeah, I can go right in the middle here. We should be in good shape because it'll push the mobs close enough that the dark nexus, remember, pulls them in from a distance. Cool. Awesome. I love it. Come on, you die. There we go. Beautiful. And the experience gets sucked in. Ha! That's so cool. Alright, back in a minute. Alright guys, well, I'm sorry to say it, but I'm surprised I already have to wrap up the episode here. So we got some really good progress accomplished today. We've got a fully automated BlazeFarm that collects both experience and blaze rods, and collects them pretty well. Tema, you said you figured out what's wrong with the sword?
Yeah, it was basically it's not registered as a sword.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
a generic item that happens to damage things when you click on them.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, it's easy fix.
Cool. So it's like I threw cobblestone in here. It's the same effect that I'm getting, right? So it's just a regular item that's not, you know, registered in a way that gets enchanted with as a sword. It's enchantable, just not as a sword or anything for that matter.
Or as anything, yeah.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. That is so cool. I'm going to enjoy seeing how well we do with Blaze Rod collections. Now remember, the one downside is that this will not run if there's no players nearby. I'm pretty sure the autonomous activators don't count actually as players in that regard. Like, they don't actually count as players to cause spawns to happen. I'm pretty sure that's right. Is there anything that can simulate a player like that?
I've tested numerous things, but no.
No, I don't
Certainly
think so either.
not.
All right, so wrapping up the episode now, guys. Next episode, for real this time, we will come back and work on some Ars Magica 2. But we are getting close to wrapping up the season, unfortunately, like you heard earlier. The powers that be have decided it's time for another Forgecraft 2 reset, which means, a new season. I think there's a couple new mods that they have in mind to add. I don't know if they'll be there on day one, but it'll probably be shortly thereafter. We'll have a couple mods getting added. And I think I might see how I can do with Ars Magica. If I don't get to it by the end of the season here, probably, shortly after the, the start of the next season of Forgecraft 2. So I hope you guys are excited for that. I'm pretty excited to be able to kind of start over once again and see what kind of cool, crazy stuff we can come up with in the next season with a few new mods. All right, guys, for now, this is Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, and take it easy.